and they feel that this is, the repercussion of not treating people like they're actually human. It's the person's fault. There's a lot that goes into something so bad. There's a lot, and it's not just his family, it's not just him, it's him, his family, the people who didn't give him all the attention and affection that he needed.
Every person that you interact with, your world connects with theirs. So your lives are touching one another, and the way you treat one another runs into that as well. So if you treat somebody with disrespect, you're being mean to somebody else, that person's going to turn around and do that to somebody else because you maybe set the tone for their day for the rest of the day.
Everyone has to start with themselves, and you have to, if you want to help and you think, oh, I can't help because that person was lost, well, your job is to go out to the people who look lost and start trying to connect with them so they have some sort of a connection, so they don't have to resort to the violence. They can resort to speaking with their new friends.
I think for many of them, they feel all of that pressure we were talking about, and they don't have the skill to deal with it. And part of that skill, again, is being connected. That if something is really bothering you, that you have a friend that you can go to. I always tell the kids that they need to see the big picture. They need to try to look at all sides of the issue.
To stop and identify what the problem is, then to think about what are the possible problem-solving strategies.
And part of that is talking to people with whom you may disagree. But you need that information so that you can make those sound, rational decisions.
But then also thinking about each of those possible strategies. What happened? What's the consequence? What could happen if you did that, and if you engaged in that problem-solving strategy? So, for instance, bringing a gun to school and shooting other students, that could likely result in spending the rest of your life within the justice system.
I feel sorry for him because he's going to have to live with this the rest of his life. I don't feel sorry for his actions at all, but for him, he's going to live the rest of his life. He killed these people. He's not going to have a life. He's going to be in jail for the rest of his life.
I guess I could say that I do have compassion for his friends that probably never believed. I mean, they didn't because they never told him when that whole entire weekend. They never truly believed that he was going to go and do this.
He would tell me, no, I wouldn't be stupid and do something like that. He goes, he said that the guns were locked up and everything, and he doesn't know where the key is, and I guess that wasn't true. Because I kind of feel like, I'm to blame for some of this because I could have done something.
The students are the eyes and the ears and the heart of our campus. Generally, when somebody is going to do these sorts of actions, and they're going to commit crimes, they're going to hurt somebody must have known that. They've heard about it. And we really encourage our students, no matter what, you see it, you hear it, you report it. We don't care if it's not real, if it's false, if it's made up, if it's somebody projecting something that's going on in their life. I'll die with somebody else the opportunity, whether it be school officials or law enforcement, to follow up on what you've seen and doing, or what you thought you might have heard, so that you're not carrying around the burden of other people being hurt on your shoulders because you chose not to.
You realize that within a couple seconds or a couple minutes that your life will be turned upside down over something like this. And you need to not worry about, oh, well, she said this, you know what I mean? And her hair looks like this, or I look like a scrub today. You know what I mean? Like, those things don't really matter to you that much anymore. Your life is in perspective, and you look at life with more value, and you don't leave a friend mad at each other, you know what I mean? You don't leave your parents out saying goodbye, and I love you, because you know that could be the last time you leave it.
It only takes one hurtful action to change someone's life forever. Sometimes, it's as simple as spreading a rumor, or just flexing a finger. We don't think about what could happen next, and afterward, we wish we could go back in time and change everything before it happened. I could wish I told someone about the bullies and how they made me feel. Maybe someone could have reached out to me so I wouldn't have felt so alone. I could wish those students never teased me the way they did. The truth is, I can't change a thing, but you can.